Okay. Good. Right. Let's get started. All right. Good. Good morning, Rivaja. Oh, you won't believe the shit I see on Twitter. I just go to tweet my own stream, but then as soon as I open it up, I see some very stupid things there. Ah, lovely. Humans are wonderful. Don't you love humans? I love humans. They are very lovely creatures sometimes. Hello, Mike. Good morning to you. How are you all doing, yeah? I hope you're all doing good. I'm gonna hit my rogue now. By the way, for those of you that don't know, Epic Games is giving away the Dungeon of Nalbuke free. So, if any of you are interested, I just got it myself. Not that I'll be playing it anytime soon, because no time, but, you know, I just grabbed that, because it's free. Okay. Now, let's get started with this. My rogue is in T4, I believe. One second. Ooh.
Would you like something appraised? Be wary of bandits. Damn vultures.
I have no words for you. I mean, gear-wise, just make sure you've got damage reduction here, damage reduction here. You need to stay close, because that's the only way your siphoning strikes will work, yeah? And then, if you're using your siphoning strikes, together with your close damage reduction, plus the damage reduction on your chest piece, legs, okay? Plus your Blade Dancer's aspect, assuming you have good damage, you should be able to beat him. There is no way you'd be losing. So that's... not sure how to help you, man. Well, you're on the rogue, right? Maybe if I encounter the butcher today, you will be able to learn a lesson from how I take him out. I'll be fighting about 10 levels above me, so it should be fine. I'm not going to strain myself too much today. Today I'm going for some easy levels. Easy. And I'm gonna go for damage reduction as well.
It is done.
It shouldn't, but are you in World Tier 3? Because if you're fighting him 5 levels above, at level 44, the only way that's possible is if you're doing World Tier 3. Right? And the lowest creature in World Tier 3 is not 5 levels above. So, the lowest creature in World Tier 3 is level 53. Yeah, so if you're in World Tier 2, it is not possible for you to be fighting 5 levels above. In World Tier 2, everything is scaled to your level. You can only scale above your level, by the way, via the Nightmare Dungeons. It is impossible to do so in any other way. So that's why when we encounter the Butcher in the Nightmare Dungeons, he will be above our level. But technically speaking, you encounter him anywhere else, he will be at your level.
I can break that down.
Well, fair enough. Well, in that case, you should not be doing that. When it comes to, well, I mean, you can, I guess, on the rogue. I was doing the same thing, but that is because, like I said, my gear was tricked out. For most people, right, you should just go to areas where, in general, you match the level. For up to World Tier 3. Only in Nightmare Dungeons do you want to scale above, because if you scale above in Nightmare Dungeons, it's actually, like, more useful. Hello, Eric. Well, as for what's up, Diablo 4, what else? Loz, how are you? I don't have a main. I'm a content creator. I have every character. Diablo 4 is the one game where I don't have a main. I play what I like to play. Okay, let's see. This. Oh, I'm in World Tier 3 for some weird reason. Weird, but okay. Let's go back to Kyoto Shard. I'm heading up. No World Tier 3 for me. I'm going straight to 4. Don't know why I'm in 3, but doesn't matter. Let's go. Up to 4. Okay. Of course. You should know that it is one of my builds, therefore of course it's great. But yeah, I think what I'll do is, like, if I do encounter the Butcher, Mike, hopefully I can, like, show you how we battle the Butcher. I mean, it'll be a fast fight, but in general, for safety's sake, when you're about 10 levels above you, you should more or less be 95% okay. If you go beyond that, it's probably a bit difficult, but 10 levels above you should be fine. The rogue is plenty powerful, but you have to know when to use your skills. Alright, let's warm up the fingers. Rogue is all about speed after all. So, first thing you should be doing is, well, aside from getting your fingers ready, is getting your combos ready. Take out the biggest threat fast. And be ready to dodge if you can. Wait a minute, this is a tier 24 nightmare dungeon. What? Oh, for a second I thought I saw something that was level 76. I was like, huh? I couldn't have calculated that wrong. Like, I'm not even using, because they're only 10 levels above me, right? I don't even have to use my full abilities. I can just literally just take it easy. 10 levels is an easy nightmare dungeon. For challenges, you go about 20 levels higher. Relatively easy is just 10. This is my late game rogue build. It's already out on my channel. I released it 2 days ago. Twisting Blades, simple and easy. Ravage's aspect is basically to get you out of trouble. With the right, like, assuming you're using it correctly, it's gonna be fine. I'm more surprised you haven't seen it, Real O'Neill. What a name. But yeah, I released it 2 days ago. The video's always out. As long as I'm past level 60, there'll always be a late game video out. If I'm past level 80, there'll be an end game video out, which will be coming for the Barbarian today. Any build that I play is always released to the public. Oops. Could not get away fast enough. Only downside to the rogue. I'll need to get used to dashing away from the fires again. I'm so used to just being unstoppable with the barbarian. That's okay, warm-up match. You should. Considering how often people were asking me about this build, I'm surprised more people haven't swarmed that video. Either that or they're still in the early stages with their rogue.
A new age is upon us.
Everybody kept asking me, when's the build coming out? When's the build coming out? I said, okay, it's coming out. And then nobody watched the video. I was like, okay, whatever. Oh, Lord. Very amusing. It's okay. I'm sure that when they need it, they'll go there. Rogue is the easiest class in the game to play, but it requires the most skill. Because rogues are unbelievably strong. Yeah, there's the defaced shrine cap. Alright. Ah, shit, I thought I heard the butcher. Would have been nice if I could have demonstrated that fight from Mike. Well, I'm sure you'll show up eventually. I'm starting to think they make the big demons sound the same as the butcher just to confuse you. Whee! Die. Just remember that the rogue, compared to the barbarian, does not have a long unstoppable. You can only go unstoppable through your shadow step or through your concealment. And your concealment is often used for offense, not defense. So be very careful when diving in. Alright, you need a way out. If you don't have your way in secure, make sure you have your way out secure. Extra 9% damage reduction against distant, I'll take that. Like I said, almost impossible for anyone to threaten you as a rogue, but you do have to just be very aware. You want to play fast, but not so fast that you die like me. I'm just gonna check if the favored is down there. 1 second. Ah, he is. Okay. Let me see if I can unbug this event.
Bless you. You are too late to stop their glorious transformation. will never have it. My savior.
Yeah. With this one, right, if you free more than one prisoner before the event starts, it bugs. So after that, just survive the enemy assault, and you've mastered it. I hate this event so much, but, well, I hope they fix it in the actual Season 1, because it's dumb. If I free another prisoner before the event starts, it should count. But yeah, you gotta be careful. Because otherwise this one can bug. I thought it's pretty okay, Samurai. Not too bad. I mean, it's the usual morning deepness, but it's not actually bad today. So I was able to do my usual performances last night, which is pretty alright. I'm satisfied with that.
No! I was so close!
Oh, come on, demon guy. Hurry it up. On the road, we've got no time for you. Remember, roads have no time for anyone. Also, run away from explosions. They are annoying. Okay, perfecto. Wow, these boots, trash. They disgust me. Also disgusting. Okay, let's have a look at these pants. Nope. Let's have a look at this sword. Nope. Parachute pants and sword, failure. They are not good enough. Shame. I had expected so much more. Well, that's okay. Onward. Okay, we're gonna take a short trip to Kedbadu, sell off our stuff, then we'll come back and ravage our enemies even more. I am gonna jam these flawless rubies into my thing though. Yeah. Although it just gives me like 1% more life, I want it. Okay, sell, sell, sell. Okay, off we go. The gem person. Wee. Unsock it. Up. Ah, you're speaking my language. And these will get sold. Good. Hey, hey, newbie, how's it going today?
Be careful out on the
Alright,
steps.
let's go kick some more ass. Today I am being lazy. I'm just doing easy leveling with my rogue, so that means I'm only fighting enemies about 10 levels higher. It's a fast way to do things. Okay, boss smoked. Very good. Let's get chip almost maxed. And then we'll get closer maxed as well. Righty-ho. Enjoy, enjoy. This one's no good. I'm just trying to search for the ultimate sword. Actually, you know what? I should probably check. Where does condemnation drop? Which water serpent slayer? Okay. If I have those, I'll specifically target.
Win favor,
Easy.
my friend.
Let's go. Oh, there is a world boss. In set timer for 18. Okay, understood. Action. And thank you to everybody keeping the sound on. You're wonderful, wonderful people. Okay, let's see. Do I have any witch water or whatnot? I do have a serpent slayer. Serpent slayer, witch water, go ruins. Let's go. No sense in thinking about it. It's a must do. I must get myself some condemnations. Witchwater, Serpent Slayer, Go Ruins. Now, I would of course prefer an ideal sword, but if I do manage to find a condemnation, I'll take it. Excuse me. Let's go this way. Nightmare Fortress. Easy. Oh shit. I need to go back up there. Yeah, give me that drop. Can you imagine you're just some cultist, right? And this ninja-like rogue just jumps in and starts like ripping the hell out of you. I think that'd be super freaking sad. This one random soul just jumps in and all of a sudden they've got like freaking daggers flying out everywhere. They're just some cultist minding your own business. Actual concentration. Oops. Oh, that was a nice 500k crit. Nice. Why, hello there. Okay. Oh, cursed. Okay. Easy. Come at me, bros. Oh, double curse. Okay. Have you ever seen this? Curse shrine and curse chest at the same time. I love it. Hit me. Come at me. I can't even tell whose wave is whose at this point. Ah. Yes, I don't mind. What level are you though? Because if you're too far above me, I can't remember I think your druid is quite a bit ahead of me. So it might not be fruitful, my friend. Yeah, that's way too high for me. Because my rogue is only 68, so wouldn't serve as very good proof for people if I had somebody way above me. I'm sorry, man. Has to be around my level. That way people get a more accurate demonstration of, you know, how stuff works. If it's too far above, then basically it's just power leveling. Congratulations on bankrupting yourself, Ankit. Sorry, my man, I'll run with you when I'm on my bob. Which in all fairness should be probably tomorrow. No, this is not worth it. Nope, these two are not worth it. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. No. 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 Shame. None of that worked out. I'll save the emerald for when I actually bother getting something better. Thanks for understanding, my man. So what will be your poison this morning? Oh, damn. Stuns are the only annoyance. Sea shanty or rap for you, my friend. And also, I am so gonna abuse those snakes. Give me a second. How dare they kill me with their stupid ass stuns. Oof. Literally only downside to the rogue. No continuous unstoppable. It's a triggered unstoppable. Easy, easy. I'll have it out. Oh my god, I hate those explosions. I wish, the only thing that I wish the rogue had is a continuous unstoppable instead. Instead of the, instead of a triggered one. Because there's just so much CC that, like, you can't effectively fight if you don't have something that is triggered continuously, I mean. Compared to other classes, like this is the only reason why I enjoy the druid. Because the druid doesn't have to worry about that. Druid just says, hey, I'll just be grizzly mode. Concealment is mostly used for offense though. And I mean, come on. Make us OP, are you kidding me? Barbarian already has 10 seconds or more of unstoppable. So, I beg your pardon, but there's no such thing as OP. Druids are literally just tanks. They're designed for that. Damage does fall off, but ultimately they are the tanker spankers. Bob got so many nerfs and so what? We're still playing it, right? I'm still playing it and dishing out massive damage. I mean, come on. This is Diablo. The only thing in this game anyway for anyone to do is to push nightmare dungeons. So I think that they should reconsider. I'm going to try and roll on this one. I'm also going to try and roll on this one. Both are re-rollable. This one not so re-rollable.
Enjoy the swamp.
Ah, finally got exploiters. There we go. I'm gonna chuck that onto my helmet.
First Carlo, now Leah. There's something out there killing us and no one will do anything.
That's okay, Hankit. I want even more. Anything to make sure you suffer. Okay. But yeah, I want unstoppable. And it better be continuous. Okay. Damage reduction, distant. Damage reduction, distant. Damage reduction, distant. Let's try the other one. Damage reduction, distant. 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 Fine. Both failure. Shame. That is because you are a loser, my friend. I, unfortunately, am not. So. Nah. Total armor I don't want. I want the damage reduction first. Because we don't have as much total armor anyway as the barb. So I want flat damage reduction because it's probably more useful on the rogue. Who says I'm suffering? Alright, sea shanty time for River Archer. Let's see. If it's early in the morning, then it's gotta be whiskey for my Jonio. Alright, my man, this one's for you. Let me go get my... Give you my pirate ship ambiance. There we are. There we go. All right, here we go. This one's for my main Australian man. Let's hear it. Whiskey is the life of man. Whiskey, Johnny. Oh, whiskey is the life of man. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh. I drink whiskey when I can. Whiskey, Johnny. I drink whiskey from an old tin can. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh. Whiskey gave me a broken nose. Whiskey, Johnny. Oh, whiskey made me pawn my clothes. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh. Whiskey drove me around Cape Horn. Whiskey, Johnny. It was many a month when I was gone. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh. I thought I heard the old man say, whiskey, Johnny. I'll treat my crew in a decent way. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh. A glass of grog for every man. Whiskey, Johnny. And a bottle for the shanty man. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh. Thank you very much for supporting me and my family. Now hoist the colors, ladies and gents. I'm going back. Let's see. I need... Okay, no particular... I don't have a particular snake dungeon for now, so... Let's head to the Morgan's Works. Morgan Freeman's Works should be fine. Yeah, let's go up for the vulnerable damage. Let me check my planner as well. Which way am I going? Ah, yes. Okay. So I need to take that, and then that's the minimum. I'm not going to touch the others. Oh, well, I guess that one as well. All right. I don't need this, and I do not need the others. So the others I can ignore. We'll go up for the combat glyph. Is it? Yeah, I think combat is probably the right way. Right. Do I need anything in particular? Intelligence and strength. I'll be getting int along the way. So, okay, this is probably the ideal then. That. Got it. That'll be the next thing I do. Right. Let's make it happen. Morgan's Works. But first, to the world boss, eh? Now, River, do you need an invite to the world boss, world tier 4, yeah? If you need one, I will summon you. Hey, Chris. Everything's good with me. Does anyone need an invite to the world boss, world tier 4? Assuming, of course, you've unlocked it. Because, I am there. I am there. Does anyone need an invite? I'd say so, the way you've been grinding. Okay. You head off then. If anyone needs an invite to the World Boss World Tier 4 from the clan, let me know. If not, then that's okay. Yes, go have a rest. Oh, it's the 4th of July today, isn't it? Well, it will be the 4th of July, I suppose, for all our American friends. Interesting. And thank you to everybody keeping the sound on, by the way. I see you all. Okay, here it comes. Totally forgot to switch to inner sight, but that's okay. Oh, whoops. Yeah. And a grand catch. Woo. Just had to get me smoked at the end. Alright. Fun little time. Now, this is a nice helmet, but it doesn't have cooldown reduction. Still, it's a nice helmet, so let's try rolling. You never know after all. Gambling, gambling, gambling. Cooldown reduction. How dare you not give me cooldown reduction. One more chance. Alright. Wow, it's so mid. Okay, forget that. My disappointment is immeasurable. Okay, that power is hella good. Going to extract that, because I deserve that one in case I ever need resources. This is the only one of its kind I've ever encountered. Okay. Nay, nay.
That is steel, well struck.
What's left, you ask?
There's a Hell Tide as well, right? Just started. I'll finish off Morgan's works and then go to the Hell Tide. Then I'll go bum around there. Gather my gear. Gather my aspects. Gather my power.
Bless you.
No, how dare you bless me, random NPC. I will bless you. Felt for a moment like something was stuck between my teeth, but it couldn't have been.
Bless you.
The one and only time I won't mind the drifting shade. When the level difference is 9. Shade is literally no threat. Okay. Shanked.
Become separated. My friends were cut down. I won't last on my own.
Oh lord. Okay, adventurer, I'll help you. Yeah, I find Shade annoying on most characters. Rogue I don't mind, because Rogue has mobility. But all other characters, no. Shade is a death sentence. Especially like 10 levels above you, it's a pain. Well, to be fair, I guess 10 levels above you, it starts to be a pain. But on Rogue I don't mind, because Rogue has all the mobility, so you don't care. So I can literally dance around these things without a worry, you know? As long as I've shanked my blades into someone, I'm all good. But if I haven't shanked my blades into someone, then sad. But yeah, I hate Shade on anything other than Rogue. Because Rogue just ignores it. But all other characters, it's a pain.
Please, take this.
But yeah, I do agree. On Rogue, Death Lightning, I wouldn't take it because of how annoying it is. I need to stay in a shield. Yeah, no thanks. Shade is okay because I can just teleport.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
I can just yelleport. Oh, Curse Shrine. Easy. And another Paragon level. Damn, these are going by fast. I love it. Whee! Death Lightning is okay on my barb as long as I time it well. Because I can literally just go immune. And nothing will happen. Going for that legendary node. Oh, me, I'm just in tier 24, relaxing. Taking a nice slow leveling. I'm just doing the standard 9 or 10 levels above me for XP.
Bless you.
No thank you, Horatius. I am perfectly fine.
You're a saint.
I only play with clan members or my most closest friends. Because solo leveling doesn't bother me. It's relaxing. I enjoy the challenge. Which is why I've got very specific rules here. That's why I only bring along people around my level. Otherwise, it's just too easy, you know? And besides, it wouldn't be a very good show for the people if everything was getting trounced. Okay, this way. What are the abilities set on 3 and 4? 3 and 4 are my concealment and shadow imbuement, Astro. Hey, Granny Kneecaps, what's up? Y'all be like them buzzer beaters, answering immediately. Lol. Lol, that one dude with suppressor. My daggers could not fly. Suppressor mobs amuse me greatly on the road. That's okay, Granny. You come when you can. I'm a relaxed man. When people have the time for me, I appreciate it. If they don't, that's okay. It's probably to do with the way it targets, because if it's a projectile, like, I think it's because you set it down, maybe? Granted, I haven't had the time to try it out, but yeah, I think it's because you set it down. Or at least that's what I'm guesstimating. I really should use Shadow Imbuement more. I keep forgetting on how short of a cooldown it is. Oop. Drifting Shade almost had me. Good thing these things are only 9 levels. Way too easy. But efficient XP. La 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 la. Yeah. Bonus reward for Hauser. Okay, anything cool? +2 max evasion charges. I will upgrade this. Just because I really want to get rid of these stupid boots. But I don't have a double shadow step charge yet. Pain. I guess I have to wait until one of those shows up. Or roll obols on boots, which I can. Okay, don't need this. Oh, shit. Forgot. quickly level this up. All right, back at it. And there. Down. No. 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 Thought there was something there, but there wasn't. I think I have to go to the dentist. Feels like there's really something stuck in my teeth. That's weird. Okay, hey, make life fun. Yeah, aspect of Ravager, that's what I want. I need a spare. Cause I used it on this, then I didn't realize that the innate affix, which is attacks, reduce evades cooldown, that was the innate affix. So I'm miserable now. Okay, never mind. How you doing, make life fun? Well, you should be leveling up faster in Nightmare Dungeons on T4 because in World Tier 4, you'll be getting like 200% bonus XP. I think that's the level. So yeah, you should definitely be leveling faster there. Should being the keyword. Anyway, I'll store this in my stash for a bit. Nightmare Dungeons for better Stormclaw build? What do you mean?
This isn't like before. This isn't.
I do not play the Stormclaw, so I have no clue what would be good for you. I mean, I'd love to help, but I don't think that would be very useful. What do I have this for? It's useless. I'll throw it out. Doesn't matter. This, also useless. Don't know why it's here. Ancestral Legendary Sword. Okay, I'll put it on there temporarily, just because I want to see what will happen. And at least until I find a better Condemnation. With just one upgrade level, it should theoretically be stronger. Good. I'm happy for you, man.
Never seen something finer.
Nothing wrong with getting the good stuff.
I can break that down. The forge is all.
Yeah, I'll leave my Condemnation there. Let's see how this improves anything. What's up, Pen? Okay, straight to the Helltide now. Let's go get everything whacked. Because they know how OP vuln damage is. We all know it. So of course, I would say they'd have to hide it. Can't be giving us good things, yeah? Alright. Time to go a-slaying. That's the whole point. Oh, the mystery chest is here. Okay. I feel almost like they had like a Destiny style balancing. You know, they didn't want the I feel like they didn't want the uniques to replace legendaries with good rolls. Like, I feel like they didn't want it to be like where you go for all the uniques just to get your build done, which is good, but also really weird. They should make uniques powerful, but they should, you know, and I hate to take a leaf out of Destiny's book, but they should make it so you can only equip one armor unique, one ring unique, and one weapon unique. Or maybe they can share ring and jewelry. So sorry, jewelry and weapon. They could do that if they were concerned. I feel like that would somehow be a much better choice. Good. That's very good, mate. Them gear rolls are always what we seek.
Will you help me, stranger?
Probably because they wanted people to have a choice. And the choice is crossbows. I mean, realistically speaking, there was probably a trade-off to using a crossbow, i.e. slower attack speed or whatever, but since we're just using it as a stat mule, it doesn't really matter, does it? Exactly the point. I feel like their balancing team looked at things in isolation, not really like as a whole. But then again, that's why each season you are most likely to see, you know, different kinds of changes being made here, there, you know, as we go. That's kind of just how it works. So considering this is the pre-season, not even season 1, meh. It is what it is. At this point, right, literally nobody cares. If after they observe season 1 and they don't change it for season 2, then that is where you'd start to say, okay, maybe there is a problem. The pre-season and season 1 usually are so, like, there's not going to be that much balancing done for pre-season and season 1, usually. So something will usually stand out amongst everything else. Fun is a separate factor from efficiency though. So those that are going for fun can absolutely make use of all the uniques that they want to. So you're basically weighing fun factor versus pure efficiency. I mean, hell, what's that, Fist of Fate or whatever? I'm sure that one has a major fun factor to it. But efficiency-wise, may not be the best, you know? But I'm sure the fun factor is there. To an extent, yes. But I only say that to an extent because, for example, take a look at the Barbarian. The Shout build, which is the most beneficial to groups, is also the most efficient way to play solo because the benefits are just so good. Assuming you have everything, there's literally no reason to pick anything else. You heal your group, you give them full damage reduction, additional resource generation, the works. And, funnily enough, that works the best in solo as well. There is no Barbarian build that beats Shouts. So it depends on your character class, but to an extent, some characters, their group play builds are the same as their solo builds. Rogue could go range deep, like, oh, Necro is another example. Necro Bone Spear is pretty much the best choice because the Necro is straight DPS. So Bone Spear, which is actually the best way to play solo, is also the best way to play in a team. And in fact, it's even better in a team because you can just sit in the back while your Barbarian and Druid goes forward, and then you just range everything. Oh, I can't wait for Season 1 to get my Bone Spear Necro done. And then I will play in Clan just so that other people can carry me while I carry from the back. No. No. The skill, well, I mean, the skills outside of Shout, that leaves literally 3 skills, right? One of them is going to be Wrath of the Berserker for Unstoppable. Unless some guy wanted to do, like, just randomly go with some other skill, then fair enough. But most of the time it's going to be Wrath of the Berserker because it's hard to ignore the value of Unstoppable if you're pushing Nightmare solo. Then the other 2 skills would be Flavor, but Lunging Strike is usually the best choice anyway, because literal teleport, and then it's just your choice of core skill, which is going to be Whirlwind or Hammer of the Ancients, depending on which style you play. So I think that there's very limited choices for maximum efficiency, not including Fun Factor. If you include Fun Factor, then there's a whole wealth of choices. There's people that play their Rend Rupture and swear by it. That one I think is a major fun factor, but if we're talking efficiency, that one cannot keep up at all. So to be fair, when you look at the build variety in Diablo 4, it's actually not that high, in my opinion. Most of the same things are needed across the board practically. Which again, like I said, it's okay because I don't mind it for pre-season. Pre-season, I'm okay with it. Like I said, very rare. I mean, if you were to take into account only efficiency, your choices are very limited. If you don't take into account efficiency, you're just playing for fun, then okay, that's fine. Then anything goes, you know? Like there's that Barbarian that does what, Leap Quake as a build, or there's that one that did the freaking full-on Thorns. That was also a possibility.
Be careful.
There's a huge variety of what you can do, but like I said, it just depends on fun factor. No, I disagree because min-max is usually the best. I mean, assuming your group wants to do level 100 nightmares, you need to min-max. If you're just playing for fun, like I said, it depends on what your group wants. If your group says, hey, let's all play for fun, then sure, fine. You know? But min-max, like, is usually still the best way for groups because I have not seen most people say that, hey, it's fun to lose. Nobody likes that, you know? Everybody wants to do like the coolest stuff and the hardest stuff, usually. Utility is min-maxing, dude. Unless you have a very narrow interpretation of min-maxing. Basically, min-maxing should be looking at every factor, not just one, not just DPS. If you think of min-maxing as only DPS, then I guess that's a difference in our thought process, but for me, min-maxing would also include utility. because that's what efficiency should be. When you're min-maxing, you're not looking at only one factor, you're looking at the whole, or at least it should be. If anyone min-maxes but is only looking at one factor, that's not min-maxing. That is just maxing one thing at the cost of everything else. Whereas min-maxing is usually like, how can my character be the absolute best, taking into account everything, including utility. Hence why Shouty Bob is best Bob. Because it provides the most utility as well. Dying repeatedly is not that fun, damn right. Hey Carson. Good job though. Congrats on fixing your Bob. I don't know how you managed to deal low single target damage, but I'm glad you fixed it. Because there's no it's like literally impossible for a hammer Bob to deal low single target damage. Unless, well, you didn't gear at all, but I'm glad you fixed it regardless. I hope you enjoy hammering properly. But just remember that this is why proper gearing is very important. You should, as a hammer Bob, be dishing out huge DPS at all times. Because I mean, you're literally structured for it.
We demand blood.
And that's exactly what I do, Zach. That's why when I present my stuff, it is not the best for DPS or whatever. I don't care about that. It is it the most efficient character that I can build right now to do all content as efficiently as humanly possible. Oh lord, these two werewolves and they still couldn't one-shot that. Disgraceful. Disgrace to the Storm Wolves. I expected better. Oh hey, gotta love. Turns out I didn't have this. Okay. Time to touch Merowyn. The one thing that I'm most grateful for in freaking Season 1 is the fact that we don't have to do the stupid map again. Yes, I will, Blue How. The video is in fact coming today, so make sure your notifications are set to all. It will release tonight at midnight. Midnight my time. Okay? So make sure that if you haven't already, you have your notifications on. Because that way you won't miss it. That's okay, slow journeys, just do Helltides. Helltides are one of the best ways to get aspects not only and materials, not only for re-rolling and all that kind of stuff, but also so that you can get the legendary aspects you need. Because you get about 4 legendaries in every mystery chest. Well, rarely you get 3, but most of the time it's 4 for me. So, great way of getting the aspects I need. This one I will extract. This one I don't care about. The rest are not so good. Let me just have a quick look actually. Close Vol. If I could get crit strike damage on this, it'd be worth it. Shame. But that's okay. I'd rather search for the perfect things. Oh no. Oh look. These things were shanking me. Die. Now let me observe my crap in peace. Okay. Hey buddy. How you doing today, my friend? And no problem, Blue How. I will have the Barbarian build done today. I'll be filming it right after my after I eat lunch and my morning stream. Then I will have it released tonight for endgame. The update will be around level 80, so you guys can follow along. Icy veins? No, not at all. I am completely independent. This is my first ever Diablo game. So I don't have any organizations backing me or anything like that. I'm just me. I'm just some guy. I'm just some guy that plays the game. So I do not work with Icy Veins or anything like that. I do use their tools though. They do have some good tools for Helltide Tracker. The gambling one, I like that one. And the unique farming one. That one tells me which dungeons I need to go. So if you're not using those... Oh, actually, are they the ones that do those tools? I can't remember, but I think they are. But yeah, those are the ones that I use. But I don't work with any organizations or anything like that, no. Totally independent. I think to an extent, pretty much every build that is efficient is going to be the same. There'll be minor differences, but it would depend on like what we need. Usually when it comes to passive choices, right? And as I've explained in my video, there is literally only those particular choices. So you are left with very little if you are going for maximum efficiency, because a lot of stuff just won't work. Like for example, if we're looking at like my barb build, I'm pretty sure everybody recognizes the fact that you need...
You have received.
Aw, thank you, Bravo. I appreciate you tremendously, my friend. Please tell me, sea shanty or rap for you? And coming back to what I was just discussing, when you observe certain things, like think about it this way: every barbarian, assuming that you're using the two-handed sword expertise, right? You're going to use the thorns so that you make everybody bleed, so that you can take advantage of the bleed damage reduction aspect, right? This makes sense. So, assuming that they are efficient, they would do the same thing. Yeah. Again, paragons are pretty much the same, dude. There are only so many efficient choices. You literally cannot choose something different, because thinking about the barb, right? What else is there? What else is there? If you go down a different pathway, you are not going to get the same level of efficiency. The glyphs are so important to the barb. Exploit, Crusher for the mace. What else am I using? Marshal. The choices that you make are designed based on what surrounds the glyph slot on the board. And again, there's only one efficient choice. You literally don't have a choice on it. Hang on. Let me give you the example of this, right? This is on the rogue. So, if you were to look at the rogue, right? Resistance is useless. So you've only got one choice, go down the right hand side. Then here, cutthroat skills are your main source of damage, and damage reduction is important. So you would use this glyph right? All of the other glyphs are not as efficient, so you'd use this. So. And then you'd go up here for armor, because armor is important, plus dexterity, which couples with this glyph. No choice. Then you take skillful damage, no choice, right? You come up here. So this Tricks of the Trade is for every single Twisting Blades rogue. There is no Twisting Blades rogue that won't be using this, because 25% increased damage. Again, no choice. Unless you deliberately close your eyes and you don't want to use this, right? It makes no sense. So you've got no choice. Then you're not going to take shadow resistance. So you go up here and you take damage to close enemies, damage reduction, right? Then you come up here. Oh, look. Guess what? Physical damage as well as armor. These are necessary stats. You take this. You come up here. Glyph slot. Glyph slot, you would take physical damage. All of your skills are physical damage, right? So you put in this glyph. And of course, it gives you multiplicative physical damage increase. So you put in, what's this glyph called? Chip. So you'd put in chip. Then, next to chip, physical damage, damage to elites. Are you seeing the logic here? Paragon boards actually don't give us a lot of choice. Because there is literally, and of course, you'd want to, you'd want to come down here because damage reduction distant, which you need. Like, I don't care about the damage too distant, but damage reduction distant, you can get a total of 9%, which again, very useful because that's one of the major ways that you survive. So you have to do that again. Then you come up here. Nobody on the planet is going to ignore critical strike damage and physical damage. So you take this, then you move on to your next board. Like, yo, come on, man. So if Paragon boards end up looking the same or whatever, I don't know about these websites. I don't care about these websites, but pretty much every Paragon board is going to an extent, look exactly the same. To an extent. There may be some minor differences, but I don't think there will be a lot of variation. Hey, congrats on your temerity. Oh, shit. Well, that landed on me. Well, I'm finished with the Helltide anyway. So yeah, there's very little variation because the ideal stats in the game are vulnerable damage, critical strike damage, and literally you're either gonna go damage close because damage close can roll very high, especially on two-handed weapons. If you are, like for example, Barbarian, damage close. If you are a Necromancer, damage distant. Or you would take, if assuming that you have constant debilitations, you would take something that deals damage to a debilitated enemy. Something like that. Or crowd control, whatever. Thank you, but I no longer play that game. Also, I ask you not to mention Dauntless Come Home, because that game supports racism against Asians. So in case you did not know, that is the reason why there's no longer any content about Dauntless on this channel. And I ask you kindly not to talk about Dauntless at all. Yeah, thank you. Because it is not something we want this channel associated with. Oh, don't worry at all, Pensu. This is useless. No. 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 Chili centrifuge. No. No, because it's not maxed. Okay, all of that's useless. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't. If you ever need proof, alright. Here you go. Hopefully my bot will show it up, but yeah. They support a partner who is absolutely racist towards Asians, and unfortunately, you know, I have no reason to ever deal with them, so please do not mention their stuff here. Phoenix Labs is the worst. If you are Asian yourself, I suggest you find another free to play game to play. Put it down, because Dauntless is not worth your time, especially because of what they choose to support. And no apology was issued. No, we're sorry. No, they stood by their partner. They stood by their partner and tried to make it so that their partner, you know, was absolved of guilt. But we all know that's not going to happen. You know, I bet you, right, that if anybody were to look at this Icy Veins or whatever's Paragon path, they're going to be exactly the same, because there's no reason not to take this. And then I'm going to go down here, grab this, come up, grab the glyph slot, and then grab this, because it's all vulnerable damage. Literally no choice. If you do not take that, then congrats on being inefficient, because you will be dealing low damage. This is so good. You deal damage to a vulnerable target, they take increased damage. Paragon paths have no choice. Take this. I don't need damage to elites. Yep. He speaks English in every video and he tries to say that shit. It's so stupid. Anyway, I owe my main man Bravo a rap. Thank you so much for the tip. Appreciate you tremendously. Yeah. Okay, let me see. In fact, you know what? In the spirit of what I've just talked about, this is one of my hot songs for 2023. Okay, enjoy. This is what we call a little bit of a subliminal diss. Y'all ready? Right? All right. Now, when I wrote this song, I decided I was done being nice because I felt that I wanted people to hear my story on the mic. So if you're ready, here's the Asian robot. Done with all the systemic bullshit, all the places I encounter got me having fits like a seizure, aneurysm straight to my brain, trying to get out of the ghetto like these bricks of cocaine, smuggling myself on a simple image, this righteous just like my grandfather, crossing over oceans for a life of hard labor, hoping for a better generation, 80 years later in the poor population. This is the mystery of our whole generation. Say we globalized, but it's really occupation, whole different state of mental colonialism mixed with a little bit of digital fascism. All the things I learned as a man who is Asian is that I better serve the bigger population. Gotta be a doctor, lawyer, a dog, cause if I'm the boss then I better fuck off, cause nobody likes it when you tell them how it is. They just want you in your place cause ignorance is bliss. They never wanna see you in a height that's above them, cause then there'll be nobody left to bow down and serve them. Hate crews running right over social media, indoctrinating fools like a hack Wikipedia. They don't even cop the subliminal virus, hating Asian men while they're drooling over idols. This is the mystery of a whole generation. Say we globalized, but it's really occupation. Whole different style of mental colonialism mixed with a little bit of digital fascism. The worst thing about the whole situation, people don't realize why they be hating. Groups in their circles on the and on keyboards, typing everything to isolate those that are bored. I seen the messages exchange with a whisper. Everything is set just so you could be a hater, thinking that you formed it from your own mindset, but really you a puppet inside your own head, bitch. You gotta learn that you're stuck inside the matrix, computer program that was simply made like this. That's why you are NPC in the game, another preset just to raise up my name. And that's all I'ma fucking say for the facts. If you don't respect me then I'm down with that. Just stay in your pond playing games in your circle, thinking you a king, but to me you're an Urkel. This is the mystery of a whole generation. Say we globalized, but it's really occupation. Whole different style of mental colonialism mixed with a little bit of digital fascism. I'm done with all the systemic bullshit. All the places I encounter got me having fits like a seizure, aneurysm straight to my brain, trying to get out of the ghetto like these bricks of cocaine, smuggling myself on a simple image that's righteous just like my grandfather, crossing oceans for a life of hard labor, hoping for a better generation, 80 years later in the poor population. This is the mystery of a whole generation. Say we globalized, but it's really occupation. Whole different state of mental colonialism mixed with a little bit of digital fascism. Thank you all for enjoying the rap, folks. It's not just the good builds you get, it's the raps. Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed that. All right, I'm gonna do one more. All right, now this is gonna be a freestyle, totally freestyle, but it's for my main man Bravo because he just dropped a huge, massive tip. So I can't just let him go unrewarded. Now I've never heard this beat before, but that's part of the challenge. All right. I really love to freestyle with the good vibes. I really love to freestyle with the good vibes. I really love to freestyle with the good vibes. Hey, this one goes out to my main man Bravo. Thank you so much. He kept me up on the months when I was low. I remember not ever making the rent, and then Bravo Donos came in and went, oh my God, I got it. And now I'm seeing so lit. So I'm gonna be sitting here every single day, and I'm going to present the best stuff for Diablo based on my own simple testing. Every day you gonna see me grinding, all because I don't know a better way to do this. So I hope you guys enjoy what I bring to the table. Thank you so much, but I would not be here if not for the OGs who kept me up. So they was the ones there at the start, and now I'm able to tear it apart. I'm in the game and I'm going for the fame. So thank you to everybody that knows my name. Y'all subscribers are the first. I hope you guys enjoy my thirst, my hunger for being at the top, yeah. So thank you to Bravo. Thank you to everybody who made this possible. Just a little freestyle I wanted to drop, all right? I owe y'all. Thank you very much, everybody. I enjoy a little bit of practice, but yeah, I really gotta thank all the people that make the stuff that I do possible. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, let's go. Now, did I dump all my inventory? Okay, I did. Helltide's done. Do I have a nightmare dungeon somewhere open? I don't think I do. Okay. Unfortunately, I have to look for anything related to the damn snakes. Turns out it's not Icy Veins who do these tools. It's called Diablo 4.life. But anyway, the tools are super useful. Serpent Slayer, Witchwater, Goa Runes. I don't think I have any of those. Oh, I do have Serpent Slayer. Okay. Well, for rap, a lot of the new rap is mumble rap, which is not really useful. I come from much older times, like literally older times. So yeah, that's why like all my rap is about like lyrics, struggles, that kind of stuff. It's just, you know, a lot better for me to talk about that kind of thing, you know, like express what I really want to express. Because at the end of the day, I think that the more that we go through life, the more you got things to say, and sometimes expressing it through music is a much better way, because you can express it more freely than if you were to just, you know, say it in a conversation. Which is why I love old school hip hop and rap, because that's what it was originally about. Not just money, sex, drugs, and all that kind of stuff, but it was actually about what's my struggle, what am I going through, what's the situation right now. There's still a few rappers that do stuff like that, like Immortal Technique, he's still one of my favorites, although his is much more violently political, but I enjoy like listening to rappers like that, because you're not focused on, you know, is the song catchy enough to reach Billboard Top 100, but rather, does this song have any meaning to me, you know? So that's what I like about it. Thank you for subscribing, Sin City. Welcome to all of you. Thank you for keeping the sound on and keeping my stream going. All right, just know that I appreciate it tremendously. This is ultra sad and pathetic. Very much so. You can use the Diablo 4 planner, you know. That's what I use. Because the Diablo 4 planner, basically you want to find one with a lot of strength around the glyph slot. But the Diablo 4 planner can show you basically every single board, so it's pretty useful. And that's what I use because, I mean, you know the one that I put into the video description? That's the one that's pretty much used by everybody, I think, because it has all the stuff that you need built into it. So yeah, you should try that because that's what I like using. Yeah. If you go to the build planner, like, I mean, don't tell me y'all were following along with the videos. Like, the build planner is put there so that, like, the video is to explain things, then y'all can just follow the build planner and whatnot because it's just easier to do whatever you want. So like I was mentioning in there, again, this is why I mean, I figured that eventually somebody would say, hey, I copied this or that, or you know, they would ask me something like that, which annoys me because with games like this, there are literally calculators and planners that you can use that have, you know, the whole freaking skill tree in there that you can just go in and do whatever you want on. So for those that don't know, there's this planner. Okay, so let me just, if you were to go to, like, say Rogue right now, Paragon, here's the link. It's called d4builds.gg, right? You can just literally go in there and you can start planting your Paragon tree, like, consequence free. You can rotate the boards and everything. So you can decide and determine, like, okay, so if I were to put in any of these glyphs in here, what is the best possible choice? And you can go play around with this and theory craft as much as you want. And then when you're ready, you know, you can go in there and do your build. This is exactly what I use every single time to do my calculations, stuff like that. Because obviously you don't have a lot of points to spend. You want to just spend the minimum and then go from there and do whatever you want. So let me review mine. Tricks of the Trade was my first board. Then I rotated it. I traded Tricks of the Trade so that the legendary node was the closest to me. Got the glyph socket. And then I moved up. Then it was obviously the vulnerability board. Exploit weakness. Again, rotated. Did I do it? Yeah, that's the way. Okay, and then I'm probably, after I did this, right, I'm going to go left because that'll be the cheapest to get the next one. It's either Cunning Stratagem or Cheap Shot. Yeah, it'll be either of those two boards. Just determine which one has the best strength. And then you just go from there. So it'll be one of those two because, like, the other legendary nodes don't really benefit the rope. So that's where I'm probably gonna spend my points if I can get enough. And also because they show you the maximum number of points achievable. in the game, it's really easy to use the planner to theory craft what you want and, you know, what you feel like you want to go, because respecking is extremely expensive. No, I wasn't able to negotiate the beat license for that one. And besides, I think somebody else bought it up, so yeah. But it's okay. I'll probably like, what I'm planning now is, because I realize that people do buy up stuff even if they like they do negotiate for exclusive licenses. So what I'm gonna do is in the short term, I'm just gonna buy the non-exclusive licenses just for quick music, and then if I really like, when I actually have the money to afford exclusive licenses, that's when I'm gonna write dedicated songs for people, because otherwise the beats just get bought up and it becomes unfortunately a wasted endeavor, because then I can't perform that song. So that's life, unfortunately. Can't do much on a budget, but that's why I'm gonna just release music, and when I get the chance to work on it, that just works. That just is good enough for earning revenue and just getting my name out there. Then I'll do dedicated songs when I can actually buy exclusive licenses, because that way nobody can steal the beat and it just doesn't get lost in time, unfortunately. Which is still sad, but it is the lesson I've learned from the industry. Yeah, I understand. But now I know better. I guess the more experience that I've gained, the better I'm gonna get at this kind of stuff, but still. That is how the industry is, I'm afraid.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
You are too late to stop their glory.
I guess some artists that do like get bigger or whatever, you know, they do negotiate the exclusives.
You saved my life.
Like you will never have it.
Oh, this one bugged? Shit. I guess I can't finish the event. Shame. I hate that.
Over here.
I would love to help you, good sir, but apparently you are trapped for eternity. And I'm quite I should have waited. You know what, next time I'm just gonna free the first one, and I'll wait till the timer actually starts to tick down. Because I thought the event started, but I guess I was wrong. Yeah. Health is okay. At least it's a fond memory for now.
The fires of hell course through their veins.
I got blown up. Sad. The only thing that still kills me as a rogue. Fire. Well, fire and snakes, but sadly condemnation is only available in snake dungeons. Well, it has a higher drop rate in snake dungeons. So, time to force myself to do them. You know, the one thing I wonder, guys, is how come the, One thing I wonder is how come sometimes the suppressors don't constantly show the AoE around. For the minimap? My minimap is okay. No, not yet. It's got decent stats, but I need one with crit damage, vol damage, and obviously close, and hopefully dazed as well. But it's not perfect yet.
The forge is ready for whatever you need.
It's okay, but to really get it perfect, not so soon. I really need an ancestral crossbow that will do like the perfect stuff, so I'm waiting on that. I'm still waiting on a perfect sword too. So yeah, it's a lot of waiting, buddy. It's a lot of waiting. I'm still waiting for good rolls overall because DPS per second tends to supersede everything. So you don't really have a choice. Like the minimap doesn't bother me, but I would like to be slightly more zoomed out on the actual field. Like that is, I think, a gripe that not just myself but several others have had. Like it'd be nice if we could zoom out a little bit more. But isn't that normal? As far as I remember, gear always had durability. Well, maybe it's because I'm more of a Diablo 2 nerd. But like, the repair costs are so cheap. Like, okay, so durability here, right, doesn't work the way it works in other games. Bravo. Durability just only goes down when you die. So the repair costs are very cheap, and if you never die, you never have to repair anything. So just so you know, it doesn't work the way it used to work in Diablo 2. So if you use that system, don't worry. Durability only ever goes down if you die. How do I do so much damage? Paragon Path, buddy. Paragon Path gives you a lot of stuff. I mean, look here. Distant enemies, damage, critical strike damage. You deal more damage with your skills, multiplicative. Paragon Path is how you deal the vast majority of your damage. Of course, your affixes, if you have perfect stuff, is great here. But ideally, if you've got good stuff, like for example, I've got crit strike damage, vulnerable damage on my rings, plus crit strike chance and physical damage. Like across the board, these are some of the best stats that I have now. Of course, they're not perfect, but still, they're pretty damn good. So if you stack up all of that, you'll deal a lot of damage, dude. My build is out. You do realize that this build is available to all. I'll update it again at level 80, but the level 60 version is available on my channel. You can literally follow it and see exactly what I'm using, and I've discussed it in detail. So I've explained why stuff is used, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you know, go for it. It's all available on my channel. Everything that I do will be always available to, like on my channel to pretty much everybody. So that in case you want to know what I'm doing, all right. Oh, and glyphs as well. Glyphs count for a lot because take a look at this glyph, right? This is one of the best glyphs ever. It's called Chip. It allows you to deal increased physical damage for every 5 dexterity purchase, and there are a lot of dexterity nodes. In fact, I haven't even finished purchasing them all. But if you buy them all, like, you can get a ton of dexterity, like a huge ton of dexterity everywhere. You see? You buy up all this stuff, and you deal a lot of bonus damage, so don't sleep on that. Yeah, you must get all the Lilith altars, dude. It's absolutely worth it because you only have to do it once. Then you never have to do it again. It'll apply to all seasons as well. So please get all your altars of Lilith because there's a lot of bonus stats in there. If you're not dealing as much damage as me, then make sure you go grab all your altars of Lilith. But anyway, for any stats, legendary aspects, all that kind of stuff, it's all discussed in my build videos. You can follow along with those. Of course, a vast majority of your damage is based on Paragon, but of course gear is also important. don't forget, although this is not perfect, it's still adding a significant amount of damage, especially to crowd control targets. And I have baseline vulnerable on the crossbow. All crossbows have baseline vulnerable damage increase. So if you have, like I said, if you seek the right stats, no matter what, as long as the stats are contributing to your build, you will still hit for insane amounts of damage. And most things will die really fast. But don't forget, one other thing that I should probably tell you is that I'm only fighting about 9 levels ahead of me. All right, 9 or 10 levels ahead of me. I'm not fighting like way beyond that, because I'm just leveling fast today. If I want to fight as a challenge, I can go up to 15, maybe 20 levels above me, but there's no point in me doing that because what I'm here to do today is just level fast. So that's why I'm leveling in this particular manner. Exactly. Like, all of this is explained in the build videos. So if you haven't checked them out, Diego, go check out my late game rogue build video. In fact, let me link it for you so that it's easier for you to find. These videos will literally cover everything that you need. They're all available freely on my channel. You know, whatever I do is always shared on the channel. No questions asked. I don't have as many builds, and of course I don't release the videos as fast as other people because I take my time actually playing the build first, but then once I played it and understood it and, you know, like, I'm ready, then I deliver it, you know, then that's what I do. So yeah, all of my work is available there. There is a Witchwater one. Like right now, what I'm actually seeking is a dagger called the Condemnation. I think Rogue has some of the coolest transmogs. Rogue, Necromancer, I'm a huge fan of skulls. And yeah, Rogue, Necromancer, and to an extent Sorcerer.
I don't.
But basically, everyone has good transmogs except for the Druid. Like, I feel the Druid really got shafted on their transmogs because it's so weird. And the fact is, like, you spend most of your time either as a werewolf or a werebear, which, like, at least give the werewolves and werebears some armor. Like, at least if you change transmogs, it should look cool. I know it'll be a lot of additional work, but man, the Druid outfits, like, you only see them when you're in human form, and most of them don't look that great either, so, you know, I have the biggest problem with the Druid. The other classes are all, they're okay. I'd be hard-pressed to pick one that stands out because each class has, like, at least one outfit that I think is freaking sick. Like, for example, the Rogue, I like this masked one because it makes me look like a speed demon, you know? So I like the idea of that. So I hope that helps to answer the question.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Do they? I don't recall any transmog looking that cool. I feel comfortable on all characters, to be fair. My barbarian probably the most comfortable, I would say.
You saved my life.
Okay, removed. I'm comfortable with pretty much every character, but I only wish that I had gone for a bone necro right at the start, because I didn't understand enough about this game when I first started. So I made a blood minion necro, which I thought was cool. Then I realized that it's not about beating monsters above your level or just 2 levels above you or whatever, because Helltide's actually such an easy activity. Then I realized you gotta really go about 10-12 levels above you, which is the ideal for farming and leveling and all that kind of stuff. And the more I learned about that, the more I realized, okay, you know what, if that's the case, then I'm really doing myself a disservice. I'm not being efficient, you know. So I had to stop my necro there, and it's unfortunate, but during season 1 I plan on making up for my mistake by thoroughly finishing a necro, and it's gonna be a bone necro, because the one thing that I learned about this game, you cannot share links on YouTube. Now it's not me that stops it, by the way, it's YouTube itself. You cannot share any links on YouTube because YouTube, like, in order to prevent spammers, which are prevalent on Twitch, right? YouTube doesn't allow anyone other than the streamer and their moderators to share links. However, what you can do is, if you got Twitter, just tag me on Twitter, dude. Just tag me in a Twitter post. Easy. I accept all public Twitter posts, so just @RealAsianRobot. If you need to get me, right, social media is the fastest way possible, dude. If you need to share a link, I mean, because I answer everything there, and, you know, I don't block any incoming tags or whatever, so free and easy. Because my social media is very clean. Whoop. Oh, my death. The only thing that ever results in my death, getting swarmed by snakes because of their stupid frequent stuns. Did you hit the bell button and set it to all? Because it should give you all. But I am in Perth, Australia, dude. The time zone is GMT +8. But yeah, Perth, Australia. Midnight, whenever I have to release a video. But if you subscribe to me, but you didn't set the bell notification, like, if you have to hit the bell after you subscribe to a channel, right, there'll be a bell there. You need to set the bell to all. You cannot just set it to, like, relevant to me or whatever the other option is. You have to literally set it to all, that way you get every single notification. You won't get spammed, but you also won't miss a thing. Because there are only ever usually 2 to 3 noties per day. Morning stream, evening stream, and then video if one drops. So yeah. Okay. Let's go have a look-see. Twitter. Did you tag @RealAsianRobot? Because I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is, Pensu. Okay. Oh, lol. I know that one. That's not an angel, dude. That's more like an Eagle Warrior, because like the only wings they have is literally on their oh, I guess if you count the back wings too, but I guess this was more like Winged Hussar. So I guess I didn't think of it as Angel, because Angel I think of like Inarius's wings. But okay, fair enough, fair enough. You're talking about that back piece. The Winged Hussar one. That back piece made me think of freaking Sabaton. As soon as I saw it, I was like, when the Winged Hussars arrive, and that was playing instantly in my head. Okay. Well then you shouldn't miss it, but in case you do miss it, then yes, 12 midnight Perth, Australia time is when I always release my video. It took a moment for me to see the actual tag, but yeah. We got it. Lol. But still, that outfit sucks, man. Like, compared to any other class's outfits, that outfit sucks so bad. I legit wish they had better outfits, bro. Okay. Going up. Yeah. Okay, nice and easy. Let's level up closer. This is Edge Master, so I'll go extract that immediately. And it'll finally give me a reason to go past the potion person.
There's something out there.
Hello, potion person.
Potions, elixirs, brews. Have a look.
Another happy customer. Don't be a stranger. Come back soon.
Okay.
Light in a forge is always hot.
I haven't junked the materials in quite some time.
Yeah, give it over.
It's clear. Now, let's have a look-see. The low-level ones I do not need. Wraithwind Wilds are not it. Blood Blister sucks. Cold, no. Lightning Storm, no. Feral's Den is okay. Buran Canals is not bad. Lightning Storm I do not want. Stormbane's Wrath is okay, but also do not want. If I can ignore it. Cold Affix, no thank you. Death Pulse, no thank you. Okay. Let's get rid of all those. Don't get me wrong, I do love dungeons of all kinds, but it is a very bad idea to do dungeons with bad affixes for you, or you will probably not have a good time. I don't have access to Feral's Den. Oh, okay. Now I'll have to actually bother going to Skosklin and doing the stronghold. I literally have never done the stronghold here. This is why the one thing I'm gonna be maximum grateful for, guys, is that when the actual season 1 drops. Now I'm hoping that they pull through with this promise, but they have said that when season 1 drops, they will make it so that if you've already done the full map on one character, there will be no fog of war. So basically you'll see the whole map, but you will still have to acquire every single waypoint. So you still have to go get all the waypoints if you don't have them unlocked. But if you've already at least gotten the map open, you know, fully finished and all that, it'll all show up. That way you don't have to worry about this kind of thing. Okay, let me move around. Yep, go ahead and lurk away. Makes the druid look like a chicken, eh? Sup, natty boy?
Signs of a bloody
And Shadow
struggle.
Tuna? I'm glad you got your druid to 70. Sorry, the chat messages sometimes take a while to come in because YouTube is funky fresh like that. So welcome everybody, hope you enjoy the show. Now, please let me find Feral's Den somewhere. Okay, wait, that's wild. Oh, the Murderane Lodge is over there. Okay. I was thinking to myself, wait a second. I got completely turned around. Twinkie lurking. Okay, thank you. Well, enjoy lurking. Appreciate it regardless. As long as you're lurking with the sound on, that's fine. Okay, made it to the Murderane Lodge. Come here, random tree creatures. Okay, one hunter found. Let's go capture and kidnap the rest. Normal creatures are like so weak. I remember there was one hunter there, and then there's one in the mid. Yeah, the last one should be in the mid. There it is. He's lucky he got to go invulnerable. Come on, werewolf boy. Face me.
Wilds cannot be tamed. You're all fools who try.
Your evil is done.
This dude only gets lucky because of his silly ass phases. Alright. Bing. And now I have access to Feral's Den. This would actually be a good helmet. This would, technically speaking, be a good helmet. But, unfortunately, it is lower than what I already have, so it's literally pointless. Sad. Okay, Murden Lodge is done. Now let's go into the Feral's Den. Okay, heading down. Bold Chieftain's resource aspect. Sorry, what do you want to know about it? It's a drop. It's something that you get like as a random drop, but if you want to get it, you're gonna have to roll rings. So if you don't know, there's a gambling tool. All right, this is the one on Diablo 4 Tools Life. How to get it? It's a random drop, dude. Go to this link. Right, then you select like this thing will tell you what to roll. So basically you go there and you say I want to look for well, you go to the gambling aspect and then you look for Bold Chieftains and it'll tell you what to gamble for on the Obel's vendor to get it, because the only way to get it is on a ring, if I'm not wrong. You have to roll rings on a barbarian, I think, to get that. But yeah, basically that's the only way to get it. Random drop. It's one of the rarest, but it's crucial for all barbarian builds, unfortunately. If you really want to progress to the upper tier, that's what you're gonna need. It's the difference between a S tier build and a, you know, low tier build. Although I hate using the word tier, but yeah, that's the only way to get it. Random drop, dude. Pray for luck. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can still function without it up to World Tier 3. But for World Tier 4, you're gonna need it. So if you don't get it before World Tier 4, you're gonna suffer. Yes, I agree. I certainly do not disagree. It would be nice to collect everything. But, I mean, for me, I just pick it up as I move over, so I guess I don't mind too much. I have to get a tissue. My nose is killing me. No problem, Pen. Because I know you've deviated from my rogue build, so I figured if you want to experiment on your own, that's probably the easiest way. Okay. Ooh, Kaz up. Almost to my thing. I hate that for the rogue. Just so you know, dodge, dexterity doesn't give you crit chance. It's actually intelligence that does, so yeah. You need to raise your intelligence apparently to crit as a rogue. Yeah, I just need to find one more runestone somewhere. Where are you, runestone? And thank you to everybody keeping my stream on, by the way. I'm never going to stop thanking you guys for that because it's really, really awesome that you guys do that. It looks like this shall be the month we make rent. If I can make it solely via ad revenue alone, I am going to scream for joy. Da, 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 da. Well, I appreciate it regardless, Hankit. Okay. Let's look at the trash that I got. Oh my god. I don't know, is this normal, guys? I think my loot rolls are just dog trash. This is unbelievable. Not even a single good piece of gear. Not one. Hey, listen, okay? Sometimes you gotta get good stuff. I mean, literally, they... They really need to give us better loot. I want uniques every time I literally breathe. I should be getting a unique. This is rude. This is unfair. It's unbelievable. They need to give me armor that always has perfect damage reductions. That's the only way I can accept this game. But I swear, the grind, guys, the grind. I want 10 Fists of Fate to drop for me. Then I will use nothing but Fists of Fate. If the game drops me an Ancestral Fist of Fate, okay, I will immediately unequip my current gloves. I will equip Fists of Fate, upgrade it to max, and use only Fists of Fate. Okay? That's exactly what's gonna happen. I dare the game to give me a Fist of Fate. But it has to be at least Ancestral. It must be an Ancestral above 750. If they give me that, I will only use Fist of Fate on my rogue. Regardless of how inefficient it is. Let's see if the game will dare to give me a Fist of Fate. Or maybe even a Condemnation could be useful. That's the only reason I want to try it out for myself, because you tried it out and you said it was decent. I was like, you know what? Let's try it. It's like, I won't believe most sources, but I'm willing to believe what you say. So I do want to try it out. I thought you did say Fist of Fate was decent yesterday. Like I said, legit, that's the only reason I want to try it. Just because you did. And I was like, let's give it a go. Because how bad could it be, right? Come on, Fist of Fate. Well, like I said, I want to try it. I just want to see what'll happen, you know?
Starting from nothing.
Put on the fists. Actually, wait, maybe I do have a Fist of Fate somewhere. I did recall getting one. I think I would have chucked it in my stash somewhere. No. Oh, I do have a Fist of Fate. Here. Here, I do. I do. Okay, time to try. Let's go try some stupidity. I remembered having one. So now, let's upgrade it to max.
How shall I guide my hammer?
Okay, guys, Fist of Fate run. Morgan's Works. Okay. Let's go. Max level Fist of Fate. Let's go Fatal Fist of Fury mode. If this works out, like I'm actually gonna try it out on my Bone Spear Necro. Imagine I find one, slap it on Bone Spear Necro. So it's like crit chance. Nah, don't need that Fist of Fate, bro.
How long are we going to stay here? This place reeks.
Yeah. The loss of 10% crit rate, I'm already feeling it. I'm already feeling it. Well, you're right. Although I'm feeling it, right? The data shows that you're still doing the same things you do anyway. Wild. How funny would it be? How funny would it be if I like... I gotta try it on my barb. Just so I can... I mean, I'll lose the crit rate, but I think it'd be hella funny if like on the barb you just randomly smashed him for like 13 million or something. Yeah, you actually, like, by all intents and purposes, you should theoretically lose a lot of efficiency, but you actually don't. And I'm losing even more because I put the vulnerable one on this. So lol. Loller cost. Yep. Yeah, dude, I think it would be possible to like hit like huge booms with that, because if it hits, like, if you get one that has the 300 stat, it would be pretty insane. Like I reckon like you would hit massive booms. It's just so weird that, you know, like it doesn't do anything, like it's no less efficient, you get what I mean? That's the only thing that I find funny. The fact that it's like just as efficient as normal pair of gloves, like literally that stupid mechanic of it's like makes it just as efficient. I'm like, what the hell? How is this even physically possible? It's not like I'm fighting under leveled, or like, it's not like I'm fighting below the standard 10 levels, which you would be doing in T4, and it's actually working. Which technically means that it is a replaceable choice. Exactly, it's got no stats and it's still working. What the hell? Oh yeah. Now I'm even crazier. Paragon Rogue. What stats does it actually have? Oh, but it does have healing though. It does have healing. I guess if you really wanted to go crazy and you paired it with Temerity. Lol. Lol. Fists of Fate plus Temerity. Ready to bury all of my bones. I'm ready to lie but say I won't. So tell me your secrets and draw me in pieces. Rot in this garden made of stone. I'm ready to break to make amends. Let's sleep in this dirt we call our bed. So tell me your secrets and join me in pieces. Right in this garden made of stone, eternally yours. I reckon the healing stat's nice though. Like I said, if I had a temerity, I would want to try. Now temerity I don't have for sure, but I would want to try. Like I said, my kill time is legitimately no different. Fists of Fate, kill time? Yeah, no problem, bro. 100% efficient kill time. What the hell? Gloves with no stats. And it even puts a gambling mechanic on your character and it's still just as efficient. This is dumb. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And hilarious, but dumb. So dumb. Okay, do not want. Do not want. True. Nah, I'm extracting this. This is a good aspect. This bow. Do not want. No, thank you. So bad. Why are there damage stats on my freaking...
You can still use these.
Junked.
I'll shake on that.
You know, I don't know why if you've already unlocked the mount, it keeps dropping anyway.
First Carlo, now Leah. There's something out there killing us and no one will do anything.
Destruction complex. Gimme. Okay. Now for my final dungeon. For my final dungeones. Oh no. These two are no-nos. Stormbane's Wrath is okay. Death Pulse is a no-no. Suppress is okay. Guess we'll take on this one. Okay, ladies and gents. Well, I mean, there could be 2 more dungeons, depends. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna pee, and then I'll come back and we'll wipe out that dungeon. See if I can take on, start pushing the limits a bit with this. No, I just thought about it. The Fists of Fate, considering the fact that they... and let me put my headphones back in. The Fists of Fate, considering the fact that they operate on hit, right? What if we used like a damage over time like the Necro? Technically speaking, it might actually like up the damage of the Necro stuff. Because their Shadow Explosions could technically like... Each tick could effectively not only heal you, but also, do a lot of stuff. Dude, all I want is Fist of Fate. Yeah, correct. But either way, it could still work. Because I know for a fact that, now this is from my experience with the Necro, if you're using the hued corpses or whatever, like even the DOT can trigger corpse generation, which means that that would work theoretically with this as well. So I think it might be hilarious. One day if I get it in season 1 on my Necro or a different character, I'm gonna put it on my Necro and try it out.
My friends were cut down.
Because that would be like an insane source of healing for a Bone Spear Necro. Plus, you would get a lot of others. Like your Bone Spears would deal devastating amounts of damage. Yeah. I don't care about the immobilize proc. I care about the resource generation for, you know, extra Bone Spears. And of course the healing. Because that would like be the biggest concern for the Necro. Unlike the other classes, their only sustain is the Blood Mist. I mean, it's also their unstoppable of choice, but still.
You were the answer.
As a primarily ranged class, it might actually suit them well. Might.
You were the answer to my prayers.
Anyway. In terms of killing power, we know that it's no less efficient than any normal pair of gloves that you would get. So if you didn't have something to equip for perfect stats, you could use it in place of your normal gloves. Because it's literally like I'm fighting 12 levels above me and it's not negatively affecting my kill speed at all. Although it should. It's actually not, so here we go. And I guess immobilizing spiders that always immobilize me is also kind of funny. Basically, Fists of Fate would be like a great stopgap measure until you get a perfect god roll on your gloves, which could take like literally months and months and months. So you may never get one. So if I find this in the season, it'll be like quite a boon because it's just an efficient choice. Credit to you, man. This is a hilarious discovery. Because you had the balls to try it out, now everyone has a choice. No good gloves, no problem. Equip Fists of Fate. Do you need to gamble? Well, you can use this. What's the requirement on this? Only 68. I could chuck it on my druid. Might solve the poor druid's abysmal lack of damage. That sounds like a terrible Asian saying, but you know what? I think it's a good. I think we should just go with it. Sounds like some really bad advice that some Asian dad gave somebody at some point. Luck doesn't factor, only statistics. According to my statistics, I seem pretty lucky. At least they didn't make it like some of the weirder Final Fantasy items. Not talking about the recent Final Fantasies, but I remember in previous ones there was stuff that did damage based on how much gil you had or whatever, or how much like gil you threw at the enemy, which would like literally cost you freaking money. So no matter what, we're still better gamblers than the Final Fantasy nerds. Well then, I guess those people lost the gamble. Oh yeah, yo, Jimbo, yeah. You could, I forgot about him. You could also pay him money, and he'll just do some attack. Well, that's a shame. Come home. One day, when you have the cash, you can play. It's worth it. Crack version is okay, but it's not as fun. Because a big part of the fun is, unlike with the other Diablo games, a big part of the fun here is the ability to play with other people, clans, all that kind of stuff. Because this one was designed more like an MMO. It'd make more sense to be Yuffie's weapon than Vincent's. Vincent was the emo guy. But there's usually one gambling character. I only remember some dude called Kate Sith, but I can't remember which FF he's from. Something like that. But it would probably make more sense for it to be Yuffie's. Then in that case, it should be Kate Sith. Because he was the gambling character. If I recall correctly. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was. I mean, I have seen a couple of rolls like that were bad, like on this, which did happen. So it's not totally good, but because you hit so frequently, it doesn't really matter. Unless it's your big hit that rolls low, then okay, unlucky, but you know. Oh yeah, her alt was like something like a gamble as well. I think something like that. Tifa, lol, Tifa. Well, it makes sense. She was like the technical hooker girl for the bar, you know? She was a barmaid. Your progress doesn't reset in Diablo when you die, bro. That's only if you play hardcore mode, man. So, I mean, yeah. But also, if you could kindly, please don't talk about other creators when you're here. It's kind of considered disrespectful. So you've got the wrong idea about Diablo. When you die, nothing happens. You just lose durability. That's only in hardcore mode, dude. So not only do you have the wrong idea, you mentioned another creator. Not very wise. It'll be like going to somebody's show and saying, hey, you know, I was watching this other guy the other day. And why the fuck are you at my show? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's another mode. Normal mode, nothing happens when you die. You just lose durability and you repair it. Yeah, exactly. Assman gold. Oh lord. Well, yeah, because most of these people don't care. They've got massive audiences, so don't give a shit. Whatever they say is law. That's why if people like them, then they can go ahead, but then in that case, they don't have to watch my show. My show is for people who like proper information and, of course, good knowledge. Yep. God class. I mean, well, technically it is very strong if you have the right stuff. If you don't, then, well, meh. I mean, hell, there was that one guy that said Sorcerer is S tier. I have never laughed more in my life. Listen, like I said, if people want to watch them, they can, but how about we not discuss other creators? Remember, that's the rule of the Robot Nation. We don't talk about others, because there's no point. All it does is create drama, and besides, if I actually said what I thought about all these guys, yeah, I'd probably get in a lot of trouble. Do I like the Rogue or the Barb more? I think it's personal preference, but Rogue is hilarious, because Rogue can use this. You see this thing? It's called Fist of Fate, okay? It's the most stupid thing in the game. But we have just discovered that it actually works. So, if you don't have good gloves, and you put this on, you know, you'll enjoy. Yeah, sure, that's fine, come home. Just as long as you don't... Like I said, if you enjoy Aspen, go ahead, you know? But here, well, we enjoy Robot here, so, you know? Dude, the lucky hit... No, well, I got this on another character and I slapped it on, bro. But it actually works, dude. It legit works. Fist of Fate can replace any gloves. Fist of Fate can replace any gloves. Because although you've got, like, dude, I'm running... This has no crit. This has nothing on it, right? But it's actually hilarious. It's actually hilarious. It's working. So yeah, this I replay... I've taken off my normal gloves, right? I'm even losing the extra crit on Vol, but Fist of Fate was no, like, it was not any less efficient. Yeah, and it gives you healing as well, so. The boat continues to float. I think I want to try it on Druid as well, because I think it'd be hilarious. Like this, I think would be hilarious as fuck. Like, I want to try it on all the characters now. Because I think if you get one early and you just don't have any good, like, weapons to use... sorry, any good gloves to use, like, you could just roll that and still be, like, semi-efficient. At least that's the way I'm looking at it, because it makes sense to me. You should definitely farm one, because I think it'll be hilarious. There's nothing original these days, man. So don't even worry about it. You came up with it on my stream, so good enough. The boat continues to float. Well, if I could get it at Sacred Tier, I could at least use it early in World Tier 3. I would need one Fist of Fate at Sacred level, so I could use it in World Tier 3. Then I need one in what you call it? Ancestral level. So I would need to farm one of each. And I think it'll be alright. But yeah, Fists of Fate are hilarious. Like, they actually work, so this amuses me greatly. This amuses me tremendously. T3, yeah. Well, I mean, still, it would run like a fair few. Because, I mean, okay. Granted, we can all get into World Tier 4 at level 60, but I mean, ideally, you'd only shift at level 63. because in keeping up with the 10 levels thing, well, 63 or 64. So even for me, I would still stay in until about 63, 64. I mean, if you want to shift at 69, I'm not going to stop you, but I still think it'll be a dumb idea. 63, 64 would probably be the best possible choice, you know? And I think that would be ideal, in my opinion. Typo my patootie. You know that is not a typo. You know that was absolutely intentional. Anyway, we have come to the end of the morning stream, but don't you worry, because in the evening, we will play Fists of Fate again for hilarity. Alright? And we'll do some serious shenanigans with it. I think it'll be funny. I legit think it'll be funny to run this. You know what? Actually, wait. Fists of Fate could be the thing that solves the problem for the sorcerer. Yeah. Okay. Wait, hold up. One thing. No, listen, guys. This is important. The sorcerer's biggest problem is mana. And that's why, like, the Ice Shards build has so many different aspects that restore mana, but this one also restores, not only does it heal you, it also can restore primary resource. Which means that, realistically speaking, this could be the thing that solves the problem for the Sorc. Not having enough damage to compete. Well, if my wifey hops on tonight, then absolutely, you know, I'll run my Werebear. But otherwise, I'll be running my Rogue tonight again. Testing out Fists of Fate in more detail. Potential. I could try it out on my Sorc, but my Sorc is weak as shit, and I don't really feel like doing that. Maybe in Season 1. I would need to find one Fist of Fate that's Sacred tier, right? Then one Fist of Fate that's Ancestral tier. Only then could I run this, but I think it could have a potential. Like, I foresee potential on the Bone Spear as well, but for a different reason, because of Corpse Explosion. If we can find one, bro, then yes, absolutely. I will absolutely run it on my Necro. Because it basically gives you an excuse to just not use your normal gloves until you find a God roll. So, I mean, because it takes so much effort to get, like, Twisting Blades ranks. Dude, I'm losing Critical Strike Chance, Attack Speed, and Twisting Blades ranks. I'm losing 3 God rolls, and Fist of Fate is still competitive, FYI. So, I'm losing 3 God rolls and a very powerful aspect as well. And Fist of Fate is competitive. Like, I'm actually using it in dungeons 12 levels above me. It's actually competitive. And this is a close to God roll. I'm just missing one God roll stat on this. So Fist of Fate actually works. That's hilarious. This is hilarious. And it just basically means that, oh, you don't have a God roll gloves? No problem. Fist of Fate, you can gamble now. I have to put on my barb. Okay, tonight, Fist of Fate barb build. Let's go. I'm trying it on my barb tonight. Screw it. Yeah, I know. Penitent Greaves just look cool because of the ice trails, bro. That's all. I don't really care about it. Might be good on the sorcerer though. But yeah, okay, we'll put Fists of Fate on the barb tonight. Tonight on my night stream, we will put Fists of Fate on the barb, okay? And we will have a hilarious time and see whether or not I can, like, because it'll be just so funny if it rolls 240%. Right when my Hammer of the Ancients hits, you just see like 13 million pop up on screen, because that'll be like 200% of my normal damage. Boom, 13 million. And it'll just be the funniest thing ever. I'll just be like, yes, I smacked someone for 13 million. Because I know I can hit roughly 6.5 or so. Oh, nice. All right. Well, anyway, this has been a fun time, ladies and gents, but I'll see you all this evening instead, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you. And I will catch you this evening. All right. Y'all have a good time. And we will go do some stupid shit with Fists of Fate on the barb tonight and see what happens, okay? All right. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye.